Farewell.
Talk later.
I'll just have a little rest, that's all.
You creatures are all the same.
Have you heard the rumors about why Edla Darkheart left Skyrim?
Apparently, she was wanted in Skyrim for murder. Shot a man dead from over 300 yards. Hard to believe.
The Fighters Guild is really.
What's the news from the other parts of Tamriel?
I've heard that Nord warriors have traveled from Skyrim.
I'll sleep for like 5 hours then.
What's your story? I'm Hunmund. I'm a prospector. Alga's my woman, Nord style. None of that chapel wedding nonsense.
Got it. Bruma.
Plenty of mineral deposits in the Gerald Mountains. I'm out for weeks at a time by myself, but I don't mind it.
Okay.
Goodbye.
You look like someone...
Spell.
Go ahead, please.
Who are you?
I don't even know what a will-o'-the-wisp is, much less how to kill one. I think they're just swamp gas myself. I'm pretty handy. What needs to be fixed?
I only have 320
Me too,
gold left. 320 septims. I'm slightly hungry. Armor the aliens. I doubt if the shop is still open. It is.
Say it. The Fighters Guild is recruiting again. Not a bad way to make some money, if you've got the stones for it. Go on. What do you think about all of Skjorta's antics?
She's ridiculous. I suppose some may find it amusing, but not me.
Enough talk. What do you want?
Wellog? Wellog is a strange one. He came from Morrowind, which he said was not easy, and came here to Bruma looking for some alien artifacts in Raleigh. Raleigh is a nearby alien ruin just northwest of Bruma. He has not returned in a while. He may be in trouble. Interesting, thank you. Yeah, he said he went out to an alien ruin called Raleigh to get some alien artifact.
I was at Olav's earlier. I ran into this Dunman named Reynold Freylis. After a round or two, he told me he was an honest-to-goodness vampire hunter.
So, have you bet on any arena matches lately?
I haven't done much betting, but I hear some folks have made a good bit of money.
No, sir.
What's the news from the other parts of Tamriel?
I understand Daedra worship is becoming increasingly prevalent.
That was intriguing.
How are you? I've been
Ask
better.
him, come.
You're about some undercuffs. He was caught stealing gold, and now he's in jail. I'm Hunman. I'm a prospector. Algaz.
You told me that before. Do you know anything about this Rainiel Draelus?
Yes, the vampire hunter. As far as I know, he just showed up recently here in Bruma. Not only that, but he already found a vampire among us.
What?
Apparently, Braden Lyrian was one of those vile creatures, and Rainiel slew him. Kinda strange, though. I never figured Braden to be a vampire. He seemed to be such an likable fellow. Good day.
Really?
Interesting.
Done talking. Good evening.
What's the news? Never mind.
Why do you bother to talk? Go away. Hello.
You creatures are always
I ran into this Dunmer named Rainiel Draelus. After a round or two. What can I do? May I interest you in some of my fine wares?
Yes, you can give me food. First, I want another canteen.
You're a fine
with water
negotiator.
and food. Something solid. Honey mead. Cost honey mead.
I appreciate your... Hope it's... Good journey to...
I'll get around to finding your damn armor.
From where do you hail? Have you heard about Kvatch? They say that Daedra came from Oblivion and...
Maybe a couple more hours. Really?
From where do you hail?
Me?
Yes?
They killed a man in broad daylight. The guards didn't even do anything. What is this place coming to?
Goodbye.
Hello!
I am sort of slightly thirsty. Brotherhood betray. I discovered that Brandon Lyrian, a resident here in Burma, was actually a vampire. He was slain by a vampire hunter who has appeared in town named Rainland Dress. However, the circumstances of this incident sound sketchy at best. I should make my way to the crime scene of Brandon's house to investigate. His house is where? Where his house is. Oh wait, maybe you can tell me.
What do you need?
Where can I find the town log? That doesn't help.
What do
Where are the services?
The general trader and clothier and armorer are on the terraces to the west. The smith is north, next to the wall.
Okay. Rumors? Since I'm not... Okay.
Good day.
I will be figuring this out on my own, it seems. Let's check the map. Unger, Vidkins, Anora, Rangar. Great, I'm slightly hungry. Do I have anything to eat? Doesn't look like it. How when the water's frozen? Okay, he's around the other side of this house. Oh, other one. Or is it this one? Oh. Ah! No. Aha! This one. This is his house? Then what? Those are coffins. Outfit the grave dig. Okay. Brandon Lyrian's house. Let's see what this is all about. Uh-oh.
You're going to have to leave. This is a crime scene, and no one other than ourselves, our Reynold Draelus, will be allowed access.
Reynold Draelus?
The culprit in this crime has already been dealt with. It's just a matter of wrapping up the details. I'd tell you more, but frankly, I don't know who you are. So I'm not sure that I can trust you with that sort of information.
Rumor.
Someone needs to get Skjorta under control. You'd think Ulfric would be the one to do it. Good day.
What happens if I touch him? Repeated tampering Ranscourt is a crime and will alert the authorities. Okay.
Please leave me be. Please leave me be.
You're going to have to leave.
No. Let me talk to her.
Good day.
Hi, sorry.
I'm sorry. I can't right now.
It's that hard.
Will you tell me now?
I suppose there's no harm in telling you what happened. Word is bound to get around Bruma anyway. Turns out that Braden Lyrian is a vampire. Or was. If it wasn't for Rainiel Draelis, we may never have uncovered the truth. Let me explain. In the last week or so, we've found 2 bodies stashed in shallow graves outside the city walls. The bodies had puncture wounds on their necks. The bodies were those of some beggars who used to wander the streets looking for handouts. Vampire probably thought no one would miss them. Luckily for us, Rainiel arrived in town. He said he was a vampire hunter, so we asked for his help. He tracked the vampire to this house. When he entered the place around noon, Braden was sleeping. He was able to slay him at that point. Luckily, Braden's wife wasn't home. Poor thing. She didn't even know her husband was infected. We did a follow-up investigation, and it's true that no one recollects seeing Braden out in the daylight. He's only been spotted at night. I'm afraid there's not much more to tell you, so you can see we really don't need any help, but thanks for the offer.
Something's fishy here.
As far as I know, he was a good man. I never saw this coming. But vampires are masters of deception, so I guess it makes sense.
Rain Andreas?
I'm impressed. It only took him a day to track the vampire down. I guess that's why he does it for a living. Feel free to question anyone in town. They shouldn't give you too much trouble.
Perhaps you can help me.
Okay.
I can't believe this is happening.
What is wrong?
Please, please, I need your help. My husband was no vampire. It's ridiculous. No one will listen to me.
I'm not here to listen to you, Ray. Please calm down. I want to help. Yes, because I don't trust this situation.
Forgive me. I loved my husband dearly, and to lose him this way makes no sense. Anything you can do to help would be wonderful. This is all happening so fast.
Tell me what happened.
I came home only just a few hours ago. I found the door open, and my Braden dead. Standing over him was a Dunmer. I screamed and ran out into the street. Some city watch were nearby and heard me, I suppose, as they arrived quickly. I heard the Dunmer identify himself as Rainiel Draelis. He said he was a vampire hunter, and that Braden was his mark. The guards seemed to know about Rainiel, and after a search of the house, the body of some beggar was found stashed in our basement. The guards sent for Carius, who is an investigator for crimes here in Bruma. In minutes, Rainiel convinced Carius that Braden was a vampire.
The evidence looks bad for Braden.
Well, of course it does. It was obviously planted here. Why would he stash a body in his own house? That's ridiculous.
Good point.
And another thing. The guards are making a big deal out of no one seeing Braden out in the daylight. Well, of course that's the case. He works at night and has to sleep during the day. Why does that make him a vampire? It's all that Rainiel character. I don't trust him. The thing that bothers me the most is that I swear I've seen him before. Of course, he says he's never been here. Look, there isn't much more to say. Please, help me clear my husband's name.
Oh, interesting. So, what do you know about Raylan?
I have no idea where he'd be. Just find him and make him tell you the truth. I swear he's a liar.
Okay, rumors? They say we will have new cobblestone streets before the year is out.
I
Interesting.
know I sound desperate, but I know I'm right.
Sorry, I have a lot of work to do.
Okay.
So, any new revelations in your, investigation?
Brandon.
I'm sure Erlene is very upset. She'll be safe, though. Rainiel has confirmed with us that she isn't infected. Her accusations that Rainiel is lying is not surprising. At this point, she's so upset that she'll say anything to deny what really happened. I suppose if I found out a loved one was something as horrid as a vampire, I'd find any excuse not to believe it either.
Rain and drain.
I'll warn you about one thing. I understand you wanting to help Erlene by checking up on Rainiel. We have it on good authority from officials in a neighboring city that Rainiel is what he says he is. So I'm not sure what you're trying to prove. I am only allowing you to do this investigation, and I use that term very loosely, because Erlene is so distraught.
Rumors. The guys who make the real money are the tax agents and bureaucrats. They take their percentages off the top.
Keep up the good work, I suppose. So,
Yeah.
keep up the good work, I suppose.
I will find out what really happened to you. We'll avenge ya. Let's see. Brayden's wife, Erlene, told me her husband is innocent. She says that he simply worked the night and sleeps during the day. She also suspects that someone must have planted the body. She seems to cast a suspicious light on Rainiel, whom she says she recognizes. I think I should locate Rainiel and ask him some questions. So, well, I should start with some of the merchants and innkeepers in town. Okay. Okay. So I need to go find this Rainiel person. Innkeepers and merchants.
What?
Hello?
Right. Oh, you share the same name. You're related.
The Ultima have powerful wizards. It
I'm
could be a
only
dangerous
asking for a
situation.
single coin.
Oh, I passed like an N. I'll try here first.
How do you...
What can I do for you today?
Right. Brandon Lyrian.
I know I may be out of line by saying this, but I think the city guards may be wrong. It's hard to imagine Brayden was a vampire. I could have sworn I saw him outside in the daylight before. Unless he just got that disease very recently, I'd say they were mistaken. When I heard Rainiel killed him, I didn't know what to think. But after your visit here, I'm beginning to wonder.
Raven Dravis.
I usually don't give out that kind of information, especially to people I don't know. Yes? Yeah, I get it. I doubt you really mean that. No more. You're frightening me. Sure, that's cute. Don't, please. You're a big fat lie. I doubt you really mean that. I'm not buying that one. You're full of... Don't, please. I'm sorry. Sure, that's a bit excessive, don't you think? You're a big fat... Yes, whatever you say.
Joke.
Yeah, I get it.
Boost.
You're full of it. I doubt you really... Don't, please. I'm sorry. Yeah. That's a bit excessive, don't you think?
Oh.
Was that some... Blah, blah. Whatever you want. You're pathetic. Don't be... Not bad. I accept. I have no choice. I don't think so. What? Sure, that's cute. You're a big fat... Don't be silly. Whatever you want. Whatever you want. Was that supposed to be a compliment? Yeah.
What's the news from the other parts of Tamriel?
Rumor has it the Nerevarine has left Morrowind on an expedition to Akavir, and has not been heard from since.
It seems that these are turbulent times in the land of the Dunmer.
Interesting.
Good day.
Good day.
Nerevarine. Oh,
I don't know if
yeah.
I can help you.
That's
but
at,
I'll try.
Did you ever hear about the ghost of Lord Vlindrel? They say he haunts the road to
it's
Cole.
about
Not
6
that I've ever
years
seen him
back.
myself, mind you.
I had no
There was
idea.
something going on in Morrowind, and then this person
What's the
knows
news
the
from the other
Nerevarine
parts of
appeared.
Tamriel?
Nothing I'd like to
From
talk
my understanding, he's some sort of hero
Good day.
in Morrowind that helped 6 years ago, who appeared there 6 years ago. Ironically, I remember 2 Dunmer being shipped off from the Imperial prison 6 years ago. One of them I got along with. Needs a key.
It's you. Hi.
What do you want?
You know, nope.
Farewell.
Was there a speechcraft trainer somewhere? I just don't remember where. Was it Elda Darkheart that was this? No, I don't think she's the speechcraft trainer.
Go ahead.
I don't remember who it was.
Goodbye.
Maybe it was someone in the Olaf's Tap track that's a speechcraft trainer.
Oh.
What can I do for you?
No, it isn't you.
Farewell. What?
Can I ask about trainers? No. Underking? I didn't quite catch that, but okay.
Be seeing you.
Hello. What can I... Was that supposed to be a compliment? Not bad. Not bad at all. Blah, blah, blah. What a bore. That's not bad.
Please tell me that's enough.
Raynhild's staying in the last room down the hall upstairs. Here's the key. I always liked Brayden and Arlene. They were a nice couple. I hope you get to the bottom of this, because I don't believe he was a vampire either.
Thank you! I knew you knew something!
What can I do?
Do you realize how much I had to bribe you and persuade you for that, though?
I know I may be out of line by saying this, but I think the city I could have when I heard. He isn't in right now, so you should be clear to check it out. Just don't tell anyone I gave the key to you.
Thank you.
He isn't. Just look for me if you need anything else.
Alright. So he's not here, huh? I've entered Reyno's room. I should carefully search the place for anything suspicious.
Poor Arnold. Seems her boyfriend, Jorunda, has stolen some gold. Have you heard any word about the other provinces?
Rumor has it the Nerevarine has left Morrowind on an expedition to Oblivion and has not been heard from since.
It seems that these are turbulent times in the land of the Dunmer.
So long.
You too. Anytime.
Wait a second.
Anyone looking for work should consider the Fighters
What's
Guild. I
this?
hear they're always
Journal? I've discovered a small journal in Reyno's room within. It seems he was part of a group of adventurers who uncovered an artifact of some sort from some alien ruins. They all agreed to stash the artifact in a cave until more research could be done about it. Each of them took a key to the chest it was secured in. The two other members of the group were Braden and someone named Galaborn. I need to find out more about Galaborn to confirm my suspicions for Reyno. Olaf may be able to help. The 8th day has passed and still there's no sign of the artifact. We've covered most of the remainder of the outer guard tower and scoured the crumbled gatehouse ruins. But not one clue has arisen as to where it may have been buried. It's quiet out here, as if the ruins were paying respects to the alien inhabitants that disappeared here long ago. We haven't encountered anything hostile, but I think we're ready. The Brotherhood's been in worse scraps before. Braden paid good money for the information as to our treasure's whereabouts. And I hope it doesn't turn out to be yet another fiasco. This morning our camp was set upon by some bandits who were protecting what they claimed was their territory. Considering we were outnumbered 3-1, we did very well. Only Reyno suffered a small wound, but that was easily healed by a potion that Braden had thoughtfully brought with him on our expedition. After getting rid of the bandits' corpses, we set out to tackle the largest part of the ruin. The remains of the Great Keep. Two of the walls of the once mighty structure were collapsed, scattering the telltale whitish rock, so typical of the alien architecture. I'm stepping out character just as once. My disability's kicking in and I can't bloody read this. Beckon's character. That. In this part of Tamriel, this made our assault on the ruin difficult, as many of the larger chunks of wall were far too heavy for us to move. Braden suggested that we search the center of the building's foundation for any underground entrances, which was typical for this type of keep. His guess paid off, and after several hours of backbreaking work, we managed to clear an opening just large enough for us to squeeze through and enter an ancient stairwell leading down into the ground. We decided to wait until morning's light to begin our descent to the depths of the ruin. After a restless sleep, all of us were quite excited at the prospect of what might lie ahead. Eagerly, we dipped our torches in a fresh container of pitch, lit them, and entered the inky blackness of the stairwell. The sterile air was choked with dust and fine grit, a sign that no one had entered this portion of the ruins in a very long time. We became excited as that meant no other tomb robbers had gotten there before us. The stairwell eventually leveled out into a corridor of sorts that snaked its way to the north. As we carefully walked along, I scanned the floors and walls very carefully for any type of triggers, trap wires, or pressure plates. Such was my specialty. The Iliad were well known for their cunning traps, protecting their tombs, and I wasn't taking any chances. Brayden, the scholar of the Brotherhood, was getting more and more excited as we traversed the passage. He was translating the wall carvings and was becoming certain that we had finally found the true location of our prize. After walking for several more minutes, we were overjoyed to see what we were hoping to see. The hallway ended at a metal door with the carving of a spider upon it. Now came the true test of Brayden's information. The door supposedly had a puzzle lock. By pulling the spider's legs in a certain combination, it would unlatch. The wrong combination would spell our deaths. So they were excited to see that. Okay. Perhaps triggering a collapse of the hallway or some other equally deadly trap. With a shaky hand, I pulled the legs one by one in the order I had memorized. The sixth one, then the first one, the second one, the eighth one, and finally the first one again. I closed my eyes as there were a few loud clicks, and then the door popped open. We all breathed a sigh of relief, pushing open the door. I looked in at a huge room with a pedestal at the center. Sitting on the pedestal, illuminated by a shaft of sunlight from a tiny hole in the ceiling, was our prize. The floor was covered in a huge mosaic of a stylized spider, all 8 of its legs coming to a point and ending up at the door. Ending up at the door entrance. This was the last of the traps the Iliad left behind to protect their treasure. Again, if it hadn't been for Brayden's skill at acquiring information, we may never have known how to solve this last line of defense. I instructed Brayden and Raynell to remain at the entrance and to tie a rope around my waist in case of a sudden pitfall. Carefully, I began to walk on the darkened tiles that formed the third leg of the spider. Sweat beaded on my forehead as the pathway made by the tiny pieces of ceramic was very narrow at the start, and one slip could again mean instant death. But death never arrived. The information had been correct, and I was able to make it to the pedestal and secure the artifact. Quickly as possible, we made our way back and out into the daylight. Once again, the Brotherhood was triumphant, and it was time to return home. At the tavern that night, we decided to make a pact. We would stash the artifact in a cave not far from Bruma until we researched it further. An item of its magnitude could be very dangerous if mishandled, and we certainly didn't want to sell it without understanding its true value. Brayden agreed to contract a local who Hubert construct a chest with 3 locks. Each of us would hold a key to one of the locks, so none would have access to the artifact without the others. Being present for the rest of the evening, we drank merrily and sang many a song of adventures, past and adventures to come.
Good to know.
Be seeing you.
Well, that just got very interesting. Where am I going now? Oh yeah, talking to Olaf. Olaf! Olaf! Hi.
What can I do for you today?
Raiden?
Nothing else I can tell you about him. He comes and goes and doesn't talk to people much.
Got it. What do you know about this Galaborn?
Galaborn? That's odd that you should mention that name. Raynal told me that he was the last vampire he hunted. Yeah, that's right. Somewhere in Skingrad, I believe. He said he tracked Gelborn down and killed him. That's apparently why the guards trust him so readily. They had gotten word from Skingrad's City Watch about Raynil and his so-called accomplishment.
Interesting. Well, looks like I'm going back
Just
to
look for me.
Skingrad. Again. Da-da-da-da. Get the keys to the chest where they stash our. I think it's time to ask. Must be stopped.
Anything else?
Who was that again?
Hi there. Good.
Skingrad, huh? There's something else I want to check back at Braden's house, too. We got a lot of stuff we gotta do back in Skingrad anyway.
This had better be good.
Yes. Brayden's house was... over here. Excuse
Hello.
me.
Do you have any more questions? I know I sound desperate, but I know I'm right.
First, I want to check the basement. You said there was a stashed body down here, right? Where's the body? Did they already move it? Well, this is probably where the body was, because there's blood there. Alluring gaze. Interesting. Excuse me.
Go back.
Yeah. I have a question for you, Mr. Guard.
So, any new revelations in your... investigation?
Yes, actually. Galaborn.
How do you know about that? Oh, too many people don't know how to keep quiet about official matters. Very well. The Skingrad City Watch informed us that Galaborn was killed by Raynal not too long ago. Galaborn was a vampire as well, obviously.
I disagree.
What do you mean, you disagree? That's a bold statement. What proof do you have that Galaborn was not a vampire?
I have Galaborn's journal.
I don't know what to say. It all makes perfect sense now. Why else would Raynal have removed this journal from the crime scene in Skingrad? I heard no mention of a key either. It must have been removed by Raynal from Braden's body before we arrived. To think that 2 innocent men were killed, and that I'm responsible for one of their deaths, I'm speechless. I will rouse the guard and begin a search for him in the city. Meet me at Olev's Tap and Tack in 1 hour.
Wait, 1 hour? Okay, wait. How is he partly responsible? How is he partly responsible? I'm confused. Journal to Cassie. He was shocked at the story contained within and vowed to bring Raynal justice. He's gone to inform the guards. He's at the meeting back of Olaf's Tap and Track in an hour. So at 1:22 p.m. we should be there. We'll get him.
Do you have any... I know I sound desperate, but I know...
So I'll just go to Olaf's Tap and Track now and wait for him.
What is it, citizen? Trouble?
Nothing.
The Emperor is dead, and so are his heirs. We're a legion without a leader. The Blades were trusted with our Lord's protection, and they failed. Keep moving, scum!
Yeah. Wait a second. Oh, the other side.
How does Ulfric manage to be a smith, trainer, and babysitter?
Hi there.
You creatures are all...
Today's your lucky day, so let's hear it. Whatever I can do. Anything else I can...
Can I have a bed while I wait?
I've got a room
Yes, thanks.
right
I'll take
there.
that.
Head up the stairs. It's the first door on your right. Remember, I didn't say it was clean. I said it was cheap.
Yeah, I heard you the first time.
Just look for me if you need anything else.
Stop talking.
What do you want?
I don't know if I can... Oh, hello.
What's going on with you?
Well, looks like this ray then will finally be stopped.
Stealth sword?
Indoril is in
I would say I...